enthusiast recounted how their best friend had just returned from seeing Taylor Swift perform live at the Eras Tour and couldn't stop talking about the spectacle, describing Swift's 3-hour marathon set with no water breaks, no rest, and an endless stream of energy while delivering 44 songs in succession. This led the storyteller to investigate the pop star's secret workout routine, which reportedly burns an astonishing 2,000 calories in a single session. Having experimented with various cardio routines over the years, the narrator admitted that nothing had prepared them for the specifics of Swift's unique training method, which combines treadmill running with singing at full volume, creating a cardiovascular challenge even elite athletes would find daunting. Word quickly spread about the so-called treadmill setlist method, a stamina-building process where Swift is said to run on a treadmill while singing her entire concert setlist without stopping, effectively sustaining a steady jog for 3 consecutive hours while maintaining enough breath control to hit every note with precision. Sports reporters described the science behind this practice as fascinating, noting that running at a moderate pace typically burns 600 to 700 calories per hour, but adding the demands of vocal performance increases the metabolic load by roughly 40%. They explained that the diaphragm, responsible for breath support, works overtime during this routine, engaging the core muscles in a way that traditional cardio alone rarely does. Motivated to try it firsthand, the narrator attempted a pared-down version of the method by jogging for 30 minutes while singing along to their favorite playlist, later discovering through their Apple Watch that they had burned 25% more calories than during a typical silent run. The breathing control required, they explained, was on par with marathon days when even waterproof mascara remains flawless despite the sweat, and they soon learned that the technique Swift uses for breathing mirrors the practices of professional opera singers. The method involves deep diaphragmatic breaths between verses, which strengthens the transverse abdominis, the innermost core muscle layer, often referred to as the body's natural corset. Professional vocal coaches suggested inhaling through the nose for 4 counts, holding for 4, then slowly releasing the breath while keeping the core engaged, stating that this controlled breathing increases oxygen efficiency by as much as 30%, according to recent sports science research. After integrating these breathing drills, the narrator noticed not just a boost in stamina, but also marked improvements in posture, realizing for the first time why poor desk habits have been undermining their physical alignment for so long. Subscribe for more behind-the-scenes fitness secrets and the latest celebrity workout routines. The narrative continued with advice for those interested in building their own singing cardio routine without risking burnout. Attempting to match Swift's full 3-hour treadmill session on day 1, they warned, would be the equivalent of running a marathon without any prior training. Instead, beginners were encouraged to start small, with 15-minute intervals of light jogging while humming along to music, slowly adding lyrics as lung capacity and breath control improved. The first week, they recommended, should be devoted to maintaining a conversational pace while singing simple choruses. By the 4th week, it would be possible to tackle entire songs at a moderate speed, so long as breath control was never sacrificed for intensity. The storyteller found that not all songs were created equal when it came to this workout. Ballads with elongated notes actually challenged the core more than fast-paced pop hits, and their evening routine soon evolved to include singing cardio sessions 3 times a week. Much like investing in a long-lasting perfume that elevates confidence all day, they explained, this investment in fitness paid off with increased energy and a noticeable boost in self-assurance. Friends and trainers remarked on the effectiveness of the method, noting how the combination of singing and steady-state cardio forced the body to adapt in novel ways. The narrator described the physical sensations that accompanied these workouts, a burning in the diaphragm, a tightening of the lower abs, and a unique challenge of syncing breath with both movement and melody. Sports scientists weighed in, detailing how the respiratory system is pushed to its limits when coordinating singing with aerobic exercise, forcing the body to become more efficient at processing oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide. Over time, they said, this can lead to improvements in both cardiovascular health and vocal endurance, making the method an excellent training tool for performers and fitness buffs alike. The narrator recalled moments when they struggled to keep up, gasping for air in the middle of a particularly high note or stumbling over lyrics while catching their breath, but they insisted that the challenge was part of the appeal. Each session brought gradual improvement, and soon they were able to sing through entire playlists while maintaining a steady jog, hitting notes with greater ease and feeling less fatigued afterward. They shared that the sense of accomplishment after each workout was addictive, and they began looking forward to these sessions as a highlight of their week. Subscribe now for expert advice on building endurance, perfecting breath work, and discovering new ways to make your workouts fun and effective. The narrator also discussed the mental benefits of the routine, emphasizing how the focus required to sing and run simultaneously left little room for intrusive thoughts or daily stressors. The act of memorizing lyrics, matching rhythm, and monitoring breath created a state of flow that was both meditative and energizing. They explained that music selection played a key role in the effectiveness of the workout, with some songs naturally lending themselves to steady pacing and controlled breathing, while others provided a welcome challenge. Friends who tried the routine reported similar results, with many noting improvements in mood, focus, and overall well-being. The group began swapping playlists, sharing tips on technique, and cheering each other on as they progressed through longer and more complex sets. Over time, the narrator noticed other unexpected benefits. Their singing voice became stronger, their running form improved, and they felt more confident in both the gym and everyday life. Trainers and vocal coaches echoed these observations, explaining that the crossover benefits of singing cardio extended beyond physical fitness, helping to build discipline, resilience, and body awareness. The narrator suggested that anyone looking to break through a workout plateau or add variety to their routine should give the method a try, starting with short intervals and gradually building up to longer sessions. They reminded listeners that progress takes time and consistency, and that the rewards, better stamina, improved posture, and a stronger core, were well worth the effort. As their own fitness journey continued, the storyteller reflected on the lessons learned from adopting Swift's approach, the importance of breath, the value of incremental improvement, and the joy of turning a favorite pastime into a powerful training tool. Subscribe for more real-life fitness transformations.